here. I mean, it's amazing. It's decadent. It's caramel upon caramel upon caramel with that delicious tart apple inside, drenched in caramel and coated in candy and graham cracker and chocolate. But I don't know, can we make this any better? Yeah, let's make it better. Let's make it bigger. Meet Big Brother right here from Mrs. Prindables. Mrs. Prindables that for over 8 years now have been bringing us the collectible holiday tradition of decadence, of sweetness meets tartness, of festive colors, of giftability. And today, what we are bringing you, and unfortunately for the last time today, is this juicy, tart sweetness draped in, enrobed in caramel and candies. And we're talking the real deal, guys. Oh, with 131,000 orders since we made this available, $54.28. What does $54.28 get me? Come on over here, friends, because $54.28 doesn't get you 4 of them, 5 of them, 8 of them, 10 enormous, made when you decide to have them made and shipped to you, decadent holiday caramel apples in 5 each of the triple chocolate with caramel and 5 of the brand new s'mores. Oh my gosh, you're getting toasted marshmallow and graham cracker and chocolate and tart apple inside. Enormous. Hard to gift though, right? Like, what do you put that in? That's okay, we got you covered literally. With 10 individual gift boxes, the tops of which even have the to from, so you can write on there an instant gift. Where are you going to find something like this? A $5 and change gift, except for at QVC. And you're running out of time. But good news, free shipping and handling, 5 easy payments, $10.86 to get all of this home is M75016. You think you've had a caramel apple before? You haven't from Mrs. Prindables, if you're wondering if it's any good. Now, here is your ship week situation. You have the choice of November 15th, November 29th, December 6th, and December 13th. And remember, most of those are going to get those to you in perfect timing for holiday gifting. If you want to get them in time for Thanksgiving, then you're going to order the week of November 15th. And if I remember earlier, I did overhear that a lot of you ordering later in the season to get them closer to Christmas time. December 13th is by far the most popular. Gift, 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 gift. You've taken care of how many people on the list? I would say 10. And you're getting 10, but it's actually probably more like 6 or 7 because you're going to want to keep some of these for yourself. Here's a little reminder of some of the folks you might want to think about for holiday gifting. I actually picked these up for, I hope they're not watching, my dog sitters, an amazing couple who take so good care of my special needs pooch. And I'm sure you've got some people in mind as well. Call us at 1-800-395-1601 and tell us for whom you are gifting the last Mrs. Prindables today's special value of the entire year. Joining us right now as she has all weekend. I had the chance to see her yesterday during our 7-hour shopping extravaganza. I hope she got some rest. Lori Shore, good to see you. Thanks for closing out the big event with me and Rick Delmeyer. How are you?
I am so thrilled to be here. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for that amazing introduction. This really is, on behalf of everyone with the Mrs. Prindables team, this is our big day. This is our Christmas and anniversary and birthday and everything else all in one. It's our one today special value. And not only is it something that our customers look forward to, it's really something our team looks forward to because we get to go all out with the today special value numbers and quantities and the way it's all set up. We go from our typical size, our individual size apple that we love. I mean, this is the one we typically have in most of our assortments. It allows us to keep the price per gift really nice and affordable, and that's a great option. But because of the today's special value, we're going the large size apples, all 10, individually wrapped, and those boxes.
I heard Rick describe it earlier as baseball versus softball, and I think that's a perfect comparison, right? Jane Tracy earlier had it up in front of her face and said, it pretty much covers my entire face. Like, that's how big this is. Which means when you take these out and you slice them, you've got treats for the entire family. Back up just a little bit. You see this plate? That's one apple that has been sliced up to serve the entire family a decadent treat, a holiday dessert, something that you and your family is going to love. But Lori, let's just talk about like the value's incredible. And to be honest, this value is incredible even if they weren't Mrs. Prindables quality, right? Like going into a sweet shop and getting a small caramel apple that maybe had been mass manufactured somewhere. But that's not what we're talking about here, which makes this price even more amazing because there is so much artisan quality from start to finish with Mrs. Prindables.
It's true indeed. You know, our roots are in those department stores where you can get these only at a limited time of the year, you know, for very elevated prices. That continues to this day, but because of our partnership with QVC, we're able to bring you those same US grown Washington State apples, fresh from the orchard. We get to dunk them in that caramel that is to die for, made in small batches in copper pots every day, and then topped with all that great goodness. This is a video taken from one of the orchards that we turn to, that we've developed a long-term relationship with in Washington State. Right when those apples get to our Mrs. Prindables kitchen, we start making this caramel that we are known for, melt in your mouth consistency. And then right before the apples ship to you, we dunk them and top them by hand with those great toppings. And you can see the two flavors there that you're getting in this assortment. You're getting, and you know this as well as I do, Jennifer, this is our #1 most popular flavor, our triple chocolate chip. We try to give that to you whenever we can. Milk, white, and dark chocolate chips with really fun sprinkles. And then we have the brand new flavor, the s'more. Jennifer,
I haven't tried it yet, and I've been so tempted to come out here and crash presentations so that I could try it. But I was like, wait a minute, you can only try it first once. So I'm going to try it first live on the air. But just give me a little description, because before I give myself a sample, like how is the flavor different in the s'mores?
The flavor, first of all, s'mores is such a universally loved flavor combination, symphony of flavors. And we've been wanting to do this for ages, especially when you're going to bring something, s'mores on their own taste great. Caramel apples on their own taste great, and you bring them together. What we worked hard to do, and we did so well, is we found and used the most wonderful, perfectly flavored marshmallow chips. Those are the white chips that you see there. And then to get the graham cracker crumble, that crush that you see, the right consistency and the right proportions to mimic that s'mores flavor combination. It is wonderful. It is something that seems really different and yet so quintessential and all-American at the same time.
All right, so I got a little hot tip from you in your last presentation regarding the core of the apple, all right? So I have my apple core here because remember I sliced up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different slices, but I have the core, right? So what am I going to do? Well, everybody who comes around the table, you know, they get their slice, but Jen gets the end of the core, which means I get a little flavor of everything. It's my first taste.
I am so excited for you to try it.
Okay, this is giving me throwbacks to when I used to like go camping with my parents as a child. And we would make s'mores over the campfire because you get that toasted marshmallow meets the crunchiness and the saltiness of graham cracker, but I never had the tartness of the apple with it, which actually helps to keep this from being cloyingly sweet, like overly sweet. If you like a lightly sweet dessert, having the balance of that tart apple with the decadence of the chocolate gives it a perfect balance.
I agree. And I feel like that's the case in no matter what profile we bring you. That counterpoint of that crunchy, juicy, tangy sweet apple is so perfect, and it makes you almost appreciate the sweet parts even more. And who would have thought, this is what I love about Mrs. Prindables. This is what I love about these gifts that you give to people is you hand it to them, they're going to know right away they're going to love it. Just the idea of a caramel apple is so exquisite. But it's just so special when the ingredients are this fresh, when the toppings are so unique, but not outlandish. You know, these aren't these super exotic flavor combinations that only the real most, passionate foodies are going to love.
It's a universal crowd pleaser.
So accessible.
It's a universal crowd pleaser. This is how it comes to you, by the way. We didn't fancy this up for television presentation. When you order them, they're individually bagged and wrapped. And by the way, they are made According to the date that you order, they ship second day air. So these aren't sitting in a frozen, refrigerated warehouse somewhere waiting for that date and then they ship. You get all of the boxes. But let's go back to that point. I mean, 5-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 55-year-olds, 75-year-olds, male, female, all backgrounds. Everybody loves chocolate, caramel, apples. And you put all of that together, you're giving somebody a smile. But we've got to come back to this value. With 6,500 orders in this presentation, you're looking at a value of $5 and change each gift with the box ready for you to gift. Now, retail value on this is $74.99. Our today's special value price in this final presentation of today is $54.28. Your easy pay is $10.86. Free shipping and handling. P.S. If you're new to the whole food world at QVC, our same return policy applies. You can order this, any of these ship weekdays that you're seeing. This is how confident we are in the quality of our food goods here at QVC. You have until the end of January. They'll be consumed by then, trust me. And if you don't love them, you give us a call and we will take care of it. Now, here are your ship weeks. You can choose when you want them. And am I right, Lori? They keep for about 3 weeks in the refrigerator. So we have a lot of flexibility there. If you're like buying them and you're like, well, I'm not going to see my family for a few days after that, good to go. The 15th, the 29th, December 6th, and the most popular, Christmas, December 13th, right? And you'll have this all the way through New Year's. I just want to show you one more time what you're getting. We're going to go off to the phones. I love that we had to put 2 tables together over there to show you the complete spread of all 10 apples. You get 5 each.
Agree.
I know. Of the triple chocolate. Can we get a tight shot of one of these? Because they even have little holly berries and leaves. One of Lori's favorites. So it's not just, you know, like they're all the same size. There's texture. There's visuals. Oh my gosh, I'm leaning into this and these smell so good. The 5 triple chocolate and the 5 brand new s'mores. Caramel, chocolate, graham cracker, tart apples, and the boxes, 2 each of the gingerbread, 2 each of the snowmen, 2 each of the reindeer, 2 each of the absolutely stinking adorable penguins, and then 2 each of the polar bear. And guys, you can use these for multiple holidays as well. They don't all scream Christmas, so I love that. P.S. There's an auto delivery. Over here, there's a spring choice behind me because if you order on auto delivery, you get a shipment for Easter. And Lori, what do we get in the Easter as far as flavor profiles?
Same flavors. We just changed the look of the sprinkles.
Love it.
So you get a combination of blue and purple butterflies, and of course the designs will go from penguins to bunnies, that kind of thing.
7,000 orders in our show. There are 700 people dialing in. And there are 34,000 people on QVC.com doing their holiday browsing and shopping. So if you think of the volume of numbers of people, and limited, of course, by how many apples we can procure, now's the time to place your order. And think about for whom you are gifting. I highly recommend a box for yourself and your family, and then a box for those that you wouldn't spend $100 on, but you definitely want to show them that you care, that you appreciate them. Teachers is what comes to the top of my list immediately, but let's find out who Mitzi is shopping for. Mitzi in California, welcome in. You're live on QVC with Lori Shore and me, Jen Coffey. I'm going to have a sweet treat while you talk. How are you?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm like a little girl again. I'm doing great.
Good. Oh, and I'm from Georgia, not California.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It says CA. We'll turn that into a G. Thank you for clarifying. Who's getting apples this year?
That's okay. Ma'am, I'm sorry.
Who's getting the apples this year?
Well, I've got a sister that's got 2 children, so I'm going to give them to my sister and brother-in-law, 1 each, and then my nephew and my niece, and then all their children. So my great nephew and nieces, and then my nephew and niece. It's going to be family members and some friends. But my first thought was bought solely for me, and it was the smaller apple.
Right.
And they're delicious. I shared some with some friends, And so I said, well, I don't know what to get, this one and that one for Christmas. So